On air with presenter Ali.
Kuna vitu vingi vimekuwa vikiendelea.
Yes.
Na the first thing is King of Scots. King of Scots amekuwa Kenya.
Yes.
And my question when I saw King of Scots was vile anakaa. Okay, hizo haga ni za Scots. You're a fitness person by the way.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that is the first question nilikuwa nataka nikuulize tu like, do you think haga za sounds so wrong kusema
haga za King of Scots ni za Scots?
Yeah, ni za Scots.
No, honestly I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Kama mtu ambaye ni mtu wa fitness, what do you think?
What do I think?
Do you think unaweza fanya squats hadi haga ikae hivyo?
Mwanaume that is?
Yes.
Wow. Unless if you have some very...
Okay, na dem?
Dem is possible.
Hadi zikae kama hizo za King of Scots.
Okay, you know, also it depends with the woman anatokea wapi because okay, unajua they're just those ladies who are just well endowed naturally.
Yes.
You get. So when they work out, they will increase a bit. Then when you meet them and you ask them, "Oh, how do you get this butt to be like this?" They'll be like, "I do work out."
Yeah.
But it's not just the fact that they work out. It's originally also they had a very good genetics. You see.
Yes.
Then you just find a lady who's just super flat. If she works out, she'll increase. She'll be less
glutes,
flat.
Yes. Glutes.
Yeah, gluteus maximus, whatever muscles. That's the name. That's the name of the muscles that covers the glutes, the ass. That is. So, if it's somebody who is like that flat lady, who naturally she's just flat, and even the calves you can rarely see them. Like you can barely see them. Such a person, when they work out, they will look better than they were before.
Yes.
That if better meaning like a bigger S, like of course.
Yes.
But you don't expect them to look like King of Scots.
Yes.
You understand?
So, yeah, King of Scots, maybe hata ni jeans zake.
Exactly. There are two possibilities by there. I want to tell you like maybe it's the jeans. Because they're just people like that. The men who just have very big S.
Kama vijana mlikuwa mnacheza rugby.
Yes.
By the way ulikuwa unacheza rugby na ukaagi hivyo.
No, but you know, Sinaga, you sure. But I think it's because it's all genetics. Because guys who, when it comes now relating it to rugby, I think many guys who play rugby, or there's that belief that if you play rugby, you're supposed to be big physically.
Yes.
Understand? And it's just a coincidence that most of the time people who are bigger tend to have bigger S's.
And maybe they come from Western. Pia unaweza sema hiyo.
Yeah, unaweza sema hiyo point pia. But also from Western, it's mainly the women.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the men like when it comes to West, they're not that big.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're bigger like physically.
So you say there are two instances.
Yes.
Ya kwanza maybe ni jeans zake. We should see his sister by the way.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Or the mom or somebody else in their family. You understand? Then number two, it could be like BBL, the Brazilian butt lift. Yeah, exactly. Where they add you some oil, they pump some oil into your whatever butt to make it look bigger. You see, that's also a possibility.
So in other words, it's not possible for you to squat
especially a man.
Mpaka ukae hivyo, especially a man. Yeah. Because I'm also trying to think. If let's say mimi leo nianze ku work out, me and my wife tuanze ku work out, and we use the same weights, the same diet, and we work out every day pamoja.
The same sets, the same reps, like everything, like the same program. Yes. Yeah. After 1 year, mimi na yeye, is there a possibility tutafanana? There's zero possibility that you guys are going to look the same. Yeah. Because number one, the growth of muscles in the body is highly affected by the hormones that we have in our body. You understand? And the hormonal structure of a man, hormonal composition of a man is very, very different from that one of a woman. You understand? So you'll find like we have more testosterone hormones compared to women.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
They have more estrogen hormones compared to us.
Men,
yeah. But still, there's always this just by the way, there's usually this notion, it's a myth by the way, that women have more estrogen hormones than testosterone hormones. But the opposite is true. Women have more testosterone hormones.
For real?
Yeah, only that we have more than whatever they have.
Oh,
yeah, because
in terms of quantity.
Exactly.
For real?
Yeah, for sure. But they have more tests than estrogen hormones. Yes. Because we require very little amount of it.
Okay. Do we have estrogen?
Yeah, women we do need it too. Yeah, we have it too. But but less than the one that women have. Understand?
Nimekupata.
Yes.
Nimekupata.
So the estrogen hormones tend to encourage the growth of fats in the body.
Yeah.
Understand? That's why you find that most of the time women just tend to be softer and less leaner compared to men generally in any community. For instance, like the most obese community right now in the world is like USA, right? And those guys are fat for real, but women are much fatter compared to the women. I mean, compared to the men. Yeah, because of the composition of the hormones in their system. So like, let's say if you're working out with your wife and doing the same things, you might eat the same way, but you're not going to look the same because of the hormones you guys have. You get? You're going to be more muscular than her, but she's going to have a bigger lower behind. I mean, the lower body compared to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say if you guys are doing squats every day and doing the hip thrust, the hip thrust is the muscle is the workout that usually targets the glutes.
Yeah.
So you find that if both of you do the same workout, the same sets, the same reps, she's going to have a bigger butt than you. Assuming that you guys started the same size of the butt. Of course, right now she has bigger than yours. But if you guys had the same, she's going to grow much more than you.
Okay.
Get? Yeah, because of the hormones.
So, would you say that king of squats in a way ana scam tu watu? Unajua anawalua into training them.
Of course, it's not even something I think it's true. Like he's using, he's using what people require the most right now. Because online, women want to have a big S. Yeah. It's something that has been pushed to us by the Hollywood, and we've accepted it in a way. And I think he saw that target, that audience of women, because that's why you find this guy doesn't train men. Okay. Just trains women, because women want this so bad. Because according to sexual market, there's that notion that a woman who has a bigger ass has a higher value in the sexual market. You understand? Yeah. So then he just happened to have that big butt, or maybe went through and did something. In fact, we need anybody who chooses, if you want to really follow this guy, anybody who wants to do that, I think the first thing you should ask yourself is, it should show you the before and after pics. So that you know that this is before I was working out and this is when I started.
Stika director utapata hizo picture.
Yeah, if he has
before
and after.
After.
Yeah,
king of squats.
Before he started squatting and after. You understand? But I think it's just, I don't want to call it a scam, because let me not call it a scam, because this way, in a way, he's helping these guys, because at least
wanna work out.
Yeah, they're working out. Yeah. Even if they're not getting the ass, but at least they're getting other benefits that come from the workout. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. But if you look at even at his groups and the guys he works, he trains, I don't usually see ladies who are like exceptionally having a big bust. I just see normal ladies.
Lakini si ni ukweli that kuna tu dem haga na ni sawa tu tushakubali, na hata akiwaka out ako tu hivyo. Yani
ako tu hivyo, but anaweza change. I don't want to say that kidogo. Yeah.
Easy change akue kama king of squats.
Very unlikely, unless akona tumia other stuff like maybe steroids that will help to grow them whatever.
Which is illegal, eh?
Of course. Okay. But if it's naturally, sasa ni vizuri tu kujikubali.
Now, talking of working out. So, Wawe comedian the other day alipost akasema yeye anataka kufanya program yake 20 days bila sembe. Or something of that sort.
Bila sembe, bila rice,
bila chapati. Akasema amejipatia your target. So one of the funny comments yenye niliona ni watu walisema ameanza work out after heartbreak.
Okay.
So
which is not a bad thing. It's a good way of channeling energy, because the guys who start drinking after breakup.
Oh yeah.
So
by the way,
if you choose to work out, like that's a good way, like you use your evil the right way. It's not a bad thing.
Okay, it's not a bad thing. Anyway, sembe, chapo na rice.
Na rice. Na ugali pia. Sembe is the ugali.
Sembe ni ugali. Alisema hizo ndo vitu anataka kuwa na flat tummy.
Yes.
So
which is also
kama anafaa kuwa na flat tummy ama na six pack
na carbs.
But anyway, tuachana na hiyo story. Ni kweli hizo ndo vitu zinafanya watu wakwe tu na tumbo.
No, it's not true. It's What I'm saying is not true, because somebody will bash me to say that, come on, like it's abs. Like when we want to like, cut abs, you're told to cut the whatever.
The carbs.
The carbs.
If you want abs, cut carbs.
Cut carbs, yeah, they say that. Because they say abs is made in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's true and it's not true in this way. Human beings, we have very different way we react to food.
Yes.
The way I react to food is not going to be the same way you react to food. Like if we are given, like, let's say for instance, pizza every day for the next like 30 days, the way I'm going to look is not going to be the same as the way you look. The fact is we are going to look worse, both of us. But the rate at which we are going to gain the fast is not the same.
Not
you understand?
faster, yeah.
So I don't believe that, no, it's not a matter of belief, this is a fact. It's not a fact that you necessarily need to cut carbs if you want to
have a flat tummy. Or
exactly, because
abs.
This is a very individual thing. What if you cut ugali and rice and chapati and you still have chipo
and pizza?
And pizza, or you have chicken but a lot of it, because people don't also know that proteins will also make you fat if you eat a lot of it. You see, fat will also make you fat if you eat a lot of it. Understand? Like almost everything, if you just have too much of it, will affect you. So personally, if you asked me, if like let's say for instance you're somebody who wanted to cut, like, because for you to have flat tummy, you have to cut weight generally in the body. I would ask you to look at the things you're doing that you need to stop, rather than before you go to the main food that we're used to, the staple foods. You look at what are the other things you might be doing, which are much worse than this stuff, like the highly processed food.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
For instance, somebody who is eating burger and somebody who is eating ugali. The person eating ugali is much better than this guy, even if the calories are the same, even if it's the same amount. Because, for instance, this is highly processed. It's so much absorbed to your body too fast. And your body is just going to turn it into fast, because there's a amount of energy that your body needs at a time. If it surpasses that, it stores it for the bad days. Understand? Just for whatever, for survival. Now, if you're somebody who, like, let's say, YY, for instance, the first thing I will ask them, because many people are going to see this post and they're going to stop eating ugali. Yes, then they look back after 3 months and they look the same and they wonder why. You get? Maybe you just need to reduce the quantity of everything else you're eating. Because generally, it's calories in, calories out. So let's say, for instance, this guy cuts ugali or rice or whatever. Then after that, he bench eats on let's say, meat. He eats a lot of meat the whole day.
Yeah, because lazima ushibe.
Lazima ushibe at the end of the day. Otherwise, you'll be continuously hungry the whole day. And you'll not like the process. And you know, number one rule of fitness is it has to be a program that you can last with. That's the most effective exercise or the program.
It has to be a lifestyle.
Exactly.
So uwezi sema ati utaacha for now ukuwe na flat tummy, kwa sababu ni nini itatokea after flat tummy imeenda? What will you do? Utakula nini?
Because for instance, because I saw he even gave himself a target.
Sijui 3 months,
Well, which I personally discourage against that. Because let's say I give myself a program where I target in the next 3 months I'm going to have a flat tummy. Understand? Then chances are I'm going to do something super extreme, which means I'm going to cut so much on whatever the calories I'm taking, or I'm going to do so much cardio. It's good.
Fast.
Yeah, or I'm going to fast. Number one, the advantage of that is that I'm going to have my results maybe really fast. But the problem with that is that chances of me relapsing is so high. I'm going to go back to that. Because if you lose weight really fast, that's why if you move around to any gym, you'll find that many people who have lost weight so very many times, they always go back to that. Because you meet your trainer, he tells you that you need to work out at this rate, you need to do this, you need to cut down this. Then you go on it, hard on it. But this becomes strenuous on your body. Your body just can't stand it. Your body gets to a place it has to fight back. You understand? And the only way it's going to fight back is going to yearn for those things. And then because our mentality and the lack of toughness, maybe, when you go back, when you relapse, you're told that anytime you relapse on anything, even drugs, you always get back worse. Because you're like your body is just like
it's craving for it.
Exactly. That's how you find like many people just lose the weight, then after that, they gain it back.
So the best
then
advice
they go
always,
back.
Exactly.
Then they lose it, they
go back. Exactly. So your best trainer or your best fitness, your health coach, the best health coach is not the one who makes you lose the weight the fastest, but the one who gives you the one, ironically, the one who makes you lose it the slowest is the better trainer.
Okay.
Because the slower you do it, the more sustainable it's most probably going to be. Because you're not going to reduce your food really fast. Because I remember even the other time when you asked me, even when we used to work out, I remember the first advice I gave is, you just eat. Cooler too. The first thing you need to know, just know these foods are not good. These are high caloric, because I don't believe they're bad food, but these are high caloric and these are low caloric. You understand? And so as long as you have that consciousness in your mind, because there are people who just eat the wrong food, not because they want to, but because they don't know. The moment you have that consciousness in your mind, you're just going to find yourself avoiding some without even having to restrict yourself. Then when the discipline builds in, you now start being strict. You'll now stop maybe taking sugar. You'll maybe now start eating, avoiding the processed food totally, and so on and so forth. Understand?
Kwa sababu, hata saa hii nikisema kwamba nitaacha ugali, na ni lose weight, it's not sustainable.
Of course.
Niki lose weight, ugali huwezi avoid, chapati huwezi avoid. Hizo chakula zitakuaga tu.
Exactly. Ukienda home hiyo unapata mama amepika.
Lakini unaweza avoid kitu kama sukari, unaweza avoid kitu kama burgers, pizza,
soda,
chapo, you know, those kind of stuff. Okay, enough of the gym. Guys, funny enough, that's it for today. Kwenye episode 1 ya On Air with presenter Ali. If you're looking to partner with us, the number is actually on your screen. Unaweza piga simu, unaweza zungumza nasi. And also I want to remind you guys that you can get the best phones, all Apple products, straight from Electronics. We have them. The number to call is 0704589139. Call that number for any Apple product ambayo unaweza kuwa unahitaji. We also have iPhone 16 zimefika. We have iPhone 15, 11, 12, 13, zote, all Apple products. The number is on the screen. The episode has been proudly sponsored by Electronics. But if you're also looking to sponsor the episode, make sure you reach out to us, maybe on my DM at presenter_Ali pale kwenye Instagram, or my email alipresenter@gmail.com. I'll see you guys in the next episode.